This lesson is going to be about the distributive property with multiplication. This is part 1. The next lesson is going to be about the distributive property with division. So we're going to start by doing 6 times 13. I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head, so I'm going to make an array to show 6 times 13, or 6 groups of 13. I'm going to start by moving my tiles, and I'm going to make 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I need to put 13 in each row. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, to make this a little bit quicker, I am going to copy and paste, so that way I have 6 rows of 13. And I can label the dimensions of this array 6, because there are 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 13, because there are 13 in each row. Now, to find out what 6 times 13 is, I could count every single one of these tiles, but that would take a long time. So I'm going to take a little shortcut. I know that if I have 10 rows of 6, that would be 60. So let's look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to change those to be a different color. Let's make them red. So now I have 2 different arrays. I've got a large red one and I have a small green one. Now, with my large red array, my dimensions are still 6 on this side, but now I've got 10 in each row. Now I know that 6 rows of 10 is going to be 60. Over here, my height is still 6, but now I have 6 rows of 3. And I know what 6 times 3 is, or 6 rows of 3, that's 18. So I'm going to show you how to write that now. I took my 6 groups of 13, or 6 times 13, and I broke it into 2 arrays. One is 6 by 10, and I'm going to change that to be red so that you know that it goes with the red array. Oops. And I added that amount to my 6 times 3, or 6 groups of 3. And I'm going to make that green so that you can see that that goes with the green array. Can you see that this 6 times 13 can be written as 6 groups of 10 plus 6 groups of 3? This means the same thing. This is the distributive property because I've taken 13 and I've decomposed it into 10 and 3. Now I know the value of 6 times 10, that's 60. I know the value of 6 times 3, that's 18. So altogether, if I have 60 tiles in my red array and 18 tiles in my green array, altogether that must mean that it's 78. So now I can see that 6 times 13 is 78. Now that we've looked at how to solve a multiplication problem with the distributive property, let's review the steps. Step 1, build the array. We built an array that was 6 groups of 13, or 6 rows of 13. Step 2, label the dimensions. We labeled our array 6 as the height and 13 as the width. Step 3, break into 2 arrays. Use groups of 10 if you can. We made a red array with 6 groups of 10, and then we could not make a group of 10 with the leftover 3 in each row, so we made a green array of 6 groups of 3. Step 4, rewrite the problem using parentheses. We did that right here, showing the dimensions of the red array, 6 times 10, plus the dimensions of the green array, 6 times 3. And then solve the new problem, which is what we did right here. Now it's your turn. You're going to do some of these on your own. If you need help, come back and watch this tutorial again.